Sometimes I just sit here looking at my Thanos figure and wonder, Josh Brolin, he's having a hell of a summer. My God, I can't get enough of the Brolin. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today's review is for yet another sequel. 3 weeks in a row we've had sequels left to right. Incredibles 2 started it off, then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and now we have another sequel, an unexpected one. That is Sicario, Day of the Soldado, directed by Stefano Sollima. Not Denis Villeneuve, who directed the original Sicario, and it stars Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro back as their respective characters, Matt and Alejandro. Takes place right after Sicario, where Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro's characters, they're still fighting the terrorists and the drug cartels in Mexico. This movie focuses on the terrorists and the drug cartels, the people who are working together and crossing the US border illegally. Josh Brolin tries to bring back Benicio del Toro so they can stop all this shit from happening. There's also a plot line with the little girl involved, and we have a Sicario sequel. To give you my quick thoughts on the first Sicario, I loved it. Denis Villeneuve directed it, and he did a fantastic job doing it. That movie was just intense and dark. On the edge of your seat, I was from the majority of the film. I was excited for Sicario Day of the Soldado when I heard it was announced. Don't think it's necessary, but I'm excited to see it because I love the characters. But the one thing I was very scared about was the new director, Stefano Sollima. I've never heard of this guy before. Apparently, Denis really wanted him to direct it, and I was concerned for it, but I was excited because Taylor Sheridan was coming back to do the screenplay. I really like Sicario Day of the Soldado. This is a good, solid sequel from the first Sicario. It does everything that the first one did so great, but adding something new to it. It's completely different, but I must say it's not perfect. The first Sicario is better. This one does have some flaws, but it's good. So let's talk about the positives first. The best part about this film are the two all-star performances from Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin, especially Benicio del Toro. This is his movie, guys, from start to finish, whereas in the first one, he was more of a side character, but he was the best part of it. In this film, he's the main lead. It's his story from start to finish, and I love the character growth of Alejandro in this film. Del Toro plays this character so great, so mischievous, mysterious. In the first one, you didn't know anything about this guy. All you knew is that he's out for revenge, his family was killed, and he's out to get the guys responsible. He has a role to play in taking care of this girl, Isabella Moner, who was also great in this movie. Which is what I was so invested in with this film, how different it was to the first one. The tone is still there. It is serious, it is dark, it pulls no punches. The opening scene of this film tells you right off the bat how dark this film is going to be. There is a good amount of action in this film, especially the one you see in the trailer with all these SWAT trucks driving and explosions. That was my favorite action scene in this movie. It's intense, it's well shot, the cinematography is great, and it feels real. These movies just feel like real things on screen. It doesn't feel Hollywoodized, full of special effects and all that. It looks completely realistic, and I love the action in this movie. It really does put you in that situation. What would you do? How would you get out of it? As always, Taylor Sheridan's script is fantastic. I do have to be honest, though, it is his weakest script that he's written because, the guy has wrote the first Sicario, which is great. Hell or High Water, he was nominated for an Oscar, and Wind River as well, he directed it. Those films are way better written, but this one, it does have some flaws, it's not perfect, but it's still a great script from Taylor Sheridan. Also, something about Sicario Day of the Soldado I didn't expect was the messages behind the film. It explains and talks about war, the drug cartels in Mexico, as well as family, how much of an impact it has. There's also this side plot about this boy in the film, which I won't get into because it's spoilers. It does explain how children can go through these things, how hard it is for them, as well as how serious and real it is. And I must say, the last act of this movie, the last 20 minutes was intense. It throws some fastballs and curveballs at you you're not going to see coming, and when I saw it, I was blown away. And I'm really hoping we get a third one. This movie has two different plot lines. The first act is the drug cartel stuff. And then the second act becomes a father-daughter kind of story. It kind of reminded me of Logan. Benicio del Toro takes this little girl under his wing as kind of a father figure to her, doesn't want anything bad to happen to her. The shift between two storylines wasn't perfect, and it wasn't as strong, I feel like. I didn't feel as on the edge of my seat or feeling intensified like the first movie. Denis Villeneuve and Roger Deakins' fucking brilliant cinematography. It put me on the edge of my seat. I felt like I was in an intense situation. In the end, this is a good sequel. Good movie. Go check it out, guys. It does everything right with this film. There's a new storyline. Still as intense as the first one. The first one made me feel more intensified, but it's still a better movie. Denis Villeneuve is a better director, but here, this is a good worthy sequel in the Sicario franchise, and I'm hoping for a third one. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Sicario Day of the Soldado a 4 out of 5 stars. That was my review of Sicario Day of the Soldado. What did you guys think of this movie if you saw it? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. One more thing, guys, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads recently. It's just been very hectic with Cody starting camp and all that. Just scheduling and timing hasn't been as consistent, but trust me, the championship for Rotten or Fresh will be up soon. Thank you guys so much for understanding. Just wanted to let you guys know. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!